For 600 years, deep behind the marble walls of Rome, there has been an unspoken fear. A fear powerful enough to shape elections, silence voices, and guard the throne of St. Peter like a fortress. It is the fear of an African pope, not because Africans lack faith, not because Africans lack brilliance, but because an African pope would break a story Europe spent centuries protecting. The story that leadership flows from Europe, that authority wears a European face, that holiness and power belong to the same continent. This fear did not begin in the 20th century. It began the moment Europe realized something dangerous. Christianity's deepest roots were African. The first great theologians? African. The earliest monastic traditions? African. Some of the earliest saints who shaped the church? African. And so the question haunted them. If Africa gave birth to our faith, why should Africa not sit on the throne? Europe could not allow that question to grow. So through the centuries, as kingdoms fought and empires rose, the Vatican became tied to European politics, European families, European power. The papacy became more than a spiritual office. It became a symbol of Europe's supremacy in the world. A non-European pope, especially an African one, would shatter that symbol in a single moment. It would expose what history tried to bury, that Africa was never powerless, never without genius, never without God. So the guardians of tradition built invisible walls, cardinals chosen mostly from Europe, policies shaped to preserve the old order. A silent agreement passed from generation to generation. The world must never see an African on the throne. Because the day an African pope stands on the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica is the day the world rewrites everything it thought it knew about race, religion, power, and history. A moment too powerful for the old world to accept. A moment too symbolic for the guardians of the past to allow. But here is the irony. The church is growing fastest in Africa. The faith is strongest in Africa. The future of Catholicism is Africa. And the throne they tried to guard for centuries is slowly slipping from their hands. Because you can delay history, you can bend it, you can hide it, but you cannot stop what is coming. This is Chronicles of Truth, where the stories behind power finally speak. Follow us, like, share, and comment.